D Whitby.
MC Scorpion, am I saying?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so, just check this mic's all right. Is it? Yeah, it's fine now. Right, so, just thought I would jump on it Saturday night. I'm not doing out. Nice chilled weekend. It's been nice today. Not really done much. Say that I did a 3-hour live this morning, didn't I? I am still deep in the work. Do as much YouTube as I possibly can whenever I've got a spare minute. Because the more money YouTube makes this month, the less money I have to pull out of my own pocket for Rachel's boobs. So here we are, joining Danny. This is a live from earlier today. We're starting it an hour and 15 minutes into the live, because it's him training, and a lot of it's absolutely diabolical. But we're joining him like sort of 7 or 8 minutes towards the end of his workout, right? And I was just flicking through it, and then he sits down and talks.
All that force.
But this has, like, teaching people how to fight the Invisible Man in your self-taught fighting when you've never had a fight in your life, and then trying to teach it to others online has to be its own unique mental disorder. It has to be.
That I've generated from the floor, I transfer it up.
It's like me trying to teach you badminton with one racket and no shuttlecock. Do you know what I mean? Right, today we're going to work on...
Through my hip. Now I've basically made that force stronger. Now from here, I'm going to transfer that body weight now and that force from here around. And as I'm doing that, it will generate more force and more force. And then when I get to here, I'm going to be generating so much force just through my body weight and the transfer. Now, the faster I can do that, the faster I can do that,
what?
The more power I'm going to generate at the end of my fist.
What was that?
The faster I can do that, now, the faster I can do that, so...
Hold on a second. What's this meant to be? Playback speed. Can we play it slower? You can, can't you? No. Oh, I thought you could play it back slower. Can you not? Oh, yeah, you can.
The faster I can do that.
The faster you can do what? What? I don't understand, right? So I know he said, the faster I can do that, and then he did something, but I'm not sure what it's meant to be.
Let's
watch that again, right? He's doing that. And then he goes bang, and he shouts bang. I'm not sure what... Danny, seriously, right? I don't know what to say, because right, the faster I can do that, right? I don't know, man. Amazing that. The faster you can do that, go on.
Do that, the more power I'm going to generate at the end of my fist, providing that it's all in sync.
What? There wasn't a fist involved in what you just did, though. You just stuck your elbow out and shouted bang.
Providing it's all in sync and it's perfectly balanced. Whether it be a short hook or a long hook, it doesn't matter. Short or long, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's the same principle of the body snapping out, right? That's how you generate the power. Yeah. Then when you bring the camera up here, where it normally is,
I'm so intrigued.
You'll be able to rewind this, won't you? And just keep watching it, film yourself. Right, and then from here, now you've seen the legs, you've seen the hips.
We've seen part of your legs. We couldn't see what your feet were doing. What we did see, though, was you do this, and then you go bang, like that. And you shouted bang. Do you have to shout bang when you do it? Or like, does it hurt more if you shout bang?
Thank you. So you've seen the legs, you've seen the hips, yeah? Now from here, You've got to
You saw
understand.
your large full blue shorts. That's what I saw anyway. I can only speak for myself. I saw your large full blue shorts. You do this, and then that, and shout bang. That's what I saw.
That the way that now we've got all that generated, so we've generated power from the floor, we've generated it straight up through the legs,
What?
straight up through the hips, right? And now we want to transfer that fucker through a target, which is your head. Yeah. So
My head. It probably is.
the way it works, I'll bring it down.
All right. As soon as I hear him shout bang, I'm off. Right. Sorry. I try and take this seriously. Come on then.
A little bit. Hold on. Let's get a drop of water in my mouth.
You need to wet the lips, don't you? So you can shout bang louder.
I've got dry mouth. Right.
Actually, hold on a second. I've got dry mouth as well. Give us a second. Right now, I just want to say, right, I need to point this out, right. I'm drinking water and I've got dry mouth because I've not had much water to drink today. They say that a dry mouth is a sign of being scared, and I need you to believe I'm not scared at this point, right? I don't need the water because I'm scared of Danny. Right. Honestly, I'm not scared. I'm not. I'm just thirsty. Right. Everybody drinks water all the time, right? It's not because I'm scared. Okay. Right.
Then we want to propel that through the target now. So you saw what my legs do on a right hook. You saw my hips do on a right hook. Now, if I face the camera, this is what I mean about velocity. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw my right hook out there and I'm going to leave it out there so you can see how far I have actually twisted around my axis. This is why a firm base, a solid base is fucking important.
He does. I can tell by looking at him that he loves bass.
If you're going to put as much power in as this, right? In my opinion, yeah?
Right.
So from here...
Hold on a second. How come everything you say is fact normally, but this is your own opinion? It's meant to be something you're brilliant at. And I'm just asking. Having another drink, right? It's not because I'm scared. I just want to need everybody to know that that's what's the crack.
I'm going to throw, and I'm going to go, what? I'm going to come all the way around it. You'll be able to see my back. You'll be able to see my back. I'm going to go that far around. You're going to be able to see my fucking back. But I'm going to leave it out there. So you can see just how far I twist around my axis to provide a lot of velocity and power. Yeah? Watch. Now you see? Now that's perfectly balanced, right?
Well, no, not really. Hold on, these headphones are doing me head in 1, 2. No, not really, Danny. No, not really. You're not perfectly balanced there, no.
I'm going to leave it out there.
Right. Let's watch it in slow motion because it's so fast. I'm not sure what he's doing, but I'm also, though, right, at the same time, not sure what he's meant to be doing either. But at least if we slow it down, we'll have an idea of what's going on, won't we? Right.
See just how far I twist around my axis.
Whoa, he sounds like he could be in Daft Punk like this, doesn't he? Daft.
To provide a lot of velocity and power. Yeah, watch.
Right, here we're going. Right. What the fuck was that, Danny? What was that meant to be? A shit elbow? I thought he was throwing a punch. Wait, there's no punch there, Danny. This is legit a medical disorder, this. This needs this needs diagnosed as something.
They say. Now that's perfectly balanced, right?
Well, you should be perfectly balanced if you're stood still on the spot, but you're leaning forward there, so no, you're not perfectly balanced. I could very easily pull you from a certain angle or push you from a certain angle, and you would move against your own will. So no. But you should be perfectly balanced if you're stood fucking still on the spot. If you can't be balanced standing still, you're in fucking trouble, mate, when it comes to fighting.
I've held myself in this position so you can see that I'm perfectly balanced, right? Now I go from here to back to guard in a split second. Right? That's what you've got to get used to.
What the fuck was that?
I've held myself in this position so you can see that I'm perfectly balanced, right? Now I go from here to back to guard in a split second.
Whoa, we need to slow that one down. That's a belt of that. Let's have a look at this one. That's sleep timer.
Now I go from here to back to guard. In a split second.
What the fuck is he doing? This is amazing.
God. In a split second.
What the fuck is going on?
Right? That's what you've got to get used to.
That's what you've got to get. What have we got to get used to? I don't know what it is you're meant to be doing.
Coiled spring. Now, when you speed it up, it looks like this. A lot of people, think that I'm throwing an elbow when I do this. And I know why, because this becomes like blurry. No. An elbow would look like this. Bang! That's an elbow.
What is? Let's slow it down.
No. An elbow would look like this. Bang! That's an elbow.
Okay. Because that's what you're going to call an elbow.
Right.
Okay. If you're going to call that an elbow, you can call that an elbow. Go on. That's closer to an elbow than this other thing is a punch. So go on.
Do an elbow fast. Look, watch. Bang! That's an elbow.
Bang!
So if I do this, if I do an elbow fast, look, watch. One. That's an elbow. Right? Yeah? Watch. Bang, that's a right hook. Watch. Bang, that's a right hook.
That's you're swinging your arm around fast, Danny. That's what that is. And I don't care what you say, right? You are currently stood on the spot, off balance.
So no, I'm not throwing my elbow. It's just my hand moves pretty quick. So it may look like my elbow's coming through, but no, it's not. It's a hook. Right? Watch. Back. Back.
So these are the hooks, right? This is a Danny J hook.
A lot of people, you know, think I'm throwing an elbow when I do this. And I know why, because this becomes like blurry. No. An elbow would look like this. That's an elbow.
Well, I mean, that's an elbow you could hit somebody on the top of the head with.
Right? So if I do this, if I do an elbow fast, look, watch. Bang! That's an elbow. Right? Yeah? Watch. Bang! That's a right hook.
I mean, that's a right hook that leaves you off balance, not facing your opponent. Right, Danny, if you fight anybody, right, that knows a little bit about fighting, pretty much any discipline, right, if you don't hurt them with that punch that you're throwing, you're fucked. Because you're off balance and you're unable to defend yourself from that stance if your opponent's in front of you. You're fucked. Fucked.
So no, I'm not throwing my elbow. It's just my hand moves pretty quick. So it may look like my elbow's coming through, but no, it's not. It's a hook. Right? Watch.
I would just grab his wrist, lightly pull him, right? And it's not about judo is not about driving somebody in a direction. It's about using their momentum against them. So whilst he's going that way, just take his wrist, pull him gently, almost just like that, in the direction he's already going, and take his leg, and he's on his back.
Back. Back. Back. Back.
Have a look at these slowly.
That's a right hook.
It's not like. That's what Danny calls
so no,
a
I'm not throwing my elbow. It's just my hand moves pretty quick. So it may look like my elbow's coming through, but no, it's not. It's a hook. Right? Watch.
What's his other fucking arm doing? Do you think he thinks this would do something? Is it? Is this the new dance craze or something? What the fuck is he doing?
All that movement.
What's the other arm meant? What does he think the other arm's doing before he strikes?
That's what you've got to get used to. That takes time. Now, how did I learn myself?
Hey, Macarena.
But it's so needed. Into stance, and just do this. Back, twist, as far away as you can. Twist back, as far as you can. Away, as far back.
Andy Whitby.
MC Scorpion, am I saying?
Yeah, I can twist a lot because I'm serious. So back. Get your
Jake David Peeling, that woman beater. Jake David Peeling, Jake David Peeling, Jake David Peeling, that woman beater. Woman beater. Jake David Peeling, Jake David Peeling, Jake David Peeling, that woman beater. Woman beater.
Tell you what, you slag my son-in-law off.
Nonce!
hips. Used to twisting, my friend.
I haven't paused this, by the way. He's still going in the background here.
Twist. Get used to this. Right? Once you've got your body,
What's he encouraging you to do to get used to turning your back on your opponent?
being able to twist on its
I've
axis.
never really watched one of these and tried to take it seriously. Do you know what I mean? I've never actually watched what it is he's doing.
This. Loads.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the day thingy.
Then hands on your chest. And what you're going to do is what I call it snapping. It's my own thing that I do for speed. You'll see people maybe put golf clubs over the chest. No, it's got nothing to do with golf.
Golf clubs over the chest. What?
This is to do with punching speed and moving your body fast, right? Hands here, stand straight on, and you're going to throw your body that way and that way as fast as you can. So, bang, 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 back to the beginning. Just like that. You probably won't do it as fast as that when you first do it, but that's what you're looking for. Why?
Look, a little splinter scuttling past in the background there, bless her, look.
You probably won't do it as fast as that when you first do it, but that's what you're looking for. Why? Because you've got left hooks and right hooks. The body has to move both ways, unless you're southpaw, and then obviously bang, bang. Yeah, you're southpaw, right? So if you're southpaw, you're southpaw. This is your lead hand. It's a bit different to me because I'm orthodox. I'm a bit ambidextrous, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so southpaw, it doesn't make no difference. I mean, you can stand to the side if you want, and you can do this in your stance if you want to. I do it straight on because I like my feet to be equal, but you can imagine nowadays I do this primarily for golf.
You like your
where I am
feet
still gonna,
to be equal. What the fuck does that mean? Equal feet. Equal rights, equal lefts. Eh?
a straight line. So I'm going to be doing this for the golf, but you want to go bam, bam, straight back to the middle. Yeah, right. Get used to moving your body like that, because that is how you provide power. I know a lot of people can take the piss all they want. I'm just teaching somebody who asked me. All right.
To do what?
So I don't give a shit what you say. I couldn't give a toss. I'm teaching somebody who asked me. Adil.
Adil.
Adil, that is the whole comprehensive way that I've learned myself to do what I do.
To do, but what is that?
Remember that when you throw, anything, focus on the hips more than anything, bro. I showed you from the floor, but I always explain it with the hips, right? So focus on the hips, bro. Get used to fucking banging that hip forward, bro. Get used to just going, bang, bang, bang. Just get used to doing that with your hips, bro.
Yeah, sorry, Dan.
Explain it with the hips, right? So focus on the hips, bro. Get used to fucking.
Get used to doing what? What is it that we get used to doing? See, it's difficult to see what he's actually doing in real time on his camera as well, because it's the frame rate's shit. So it does just look like a blur, but when you slow it down, you can see that what he's essentially doing is nothing. Do what? Bang! It's teaching you how to do a Dukins or something. What? I mean, it's different every single time you do it as well. Or
I swear,
don't get used to doing it.
Provides fucking bone crushing power. And when I say bone crushing, I mean it'll crush your own bones if you ain't got a fucking tight enough fist when you fucking land it. I swear to God.
When you land what?
Crush your own hand. Do you know what I mean? That's the problem with it. There's that much fucking power, mate. It'll crush your own fucking hand.
Can you land a shouting bang?
Swear to God. But it's really effective. It really is. And if you get it fast, you've got to understand when you hit somebody that hard and they don't even see it, like it's mad if you think about it. Somebody's like, come on then, you just go bang, and they don't even see it, bro.
What happened there?
It's mad if you think about it. Somebody's like, come on then, you just go bang, and they don't even see it, bro.
They didn't see it because you didn't do anything. Did he see something there?
And that's just the truth. They don't even see it. It's too quick. And there's so
No, it doesn't exist.
much force behind it that I know people take the piss, but in realistic terms, on the street, that will
On the street, don't walk around shouting bang at people. Yeah, that figures. He's off his fucking cake, and he. Look at him. Yeah, that figures. Look at the pupils.
in the fighting, one punch.
Makes more sense
Usually
now.
it takes one. Just one straight down the middle, straight down the pipe. And it's all right learning right hooks and left hooks, but I would say, Dill, to be honest, the most effective punch is jab straight down the middle. It's my favourite combo. It's easy as fuck to learn. And once you get good at it, it's so fast.
Does he mean jab cross?
What is going to reach the target faster? When you're coming round like that or going straight out like an arrow? Straight out like an arrow, bro. I swear, straight down the pipe, just bang, bang. Like a trip hammer, you know, like bang, like that, bang. That's how I try and get my left and right arm. So that when the left hits, the right hits a split second after. It's not like a second, it's 0.1 of a fucking second. So it's like bang, bang. That's what I do, right? And I'll show you. So I'm
Please show her.
always trying to get, you know, my movement. So when I'm throwing my jab really fast, I'm still jumping into it. And then once I jump into the jab, then I've jumped, yeah, and my hip's back. So then I'm throwing all that body weight. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
We can't. Let's just watch.
Like that.
So is this bit? Are you fighting a midget here? Are you?
I'm throwing all that body weight. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like. Bro. Like that. Like that.
You seen Tony look just wandering past in the background? Let's slow motion Tony wandering past in the background. Bless that man. Right? As somebody that spent a lot of time, right, around fighters and fighting gyms and stuff like that, right? Somebody saying that he would. No, where's the comment gone? His ego would get ruined if he spotted somebody half confident. Right? His level isn't even novice. He's not even a novice.
it's so quick. Do you know what I mean? It's just so quick and it's so easy to just get straight down there. Especially if somebody in the pub's like, come on then. Bah! Good night.
The nervous laugh after he says it leads me to believe he doesn't even believe this, you know, not deep down.
It's just the truth, mate.
He can't, man.
I mean, so, like, if anybody's ever in front of me giving it loads and that, I'm always sizing them up, bro. So it's kind of.
All right, you can let that. They have my crab outfit on, did they? Actually, if you see somebody wear my crab outfit, Daniel, hit them.
Like, you've always got to be like that on the street, haven't you? So it's like, if you come into my personal space, that's when you get it, innit? And that is what I do. I just don't fuck about, bro. It's just like, BAM! And that's it. And you just got to get used to transferring that body weight. Boxer.
He's never had a fight. I'm not sure he's ever even seen a fight. After watching this, I don't even think he's ever seen a fight. Well, or never seen a fight that wasn't in a film.
Boxer. Boxer. Bam! Like, I'm telling you, bro. It's that movement there. That is what will provide bare fucking power, bro. And the trolls can say what they want. Hear you, trolls? I don't give a shit. Yeah, our trolls.
Danny, right, we don't have to say anything. I just slowed you down to see that you're doing essentially nothing. Moving your arms fast. That's what you're doing. Moving your arms around fast. Starting off balance and putting yourself not facing your opponent, really off balance.
Get off my penis, man. God damn. Oh, man.
Gotta be honest, I feel a bit sorry for him after that. Bless him, man.
So, yeah. There you go, Dill. I hope that helped. You've been watching me a long time. You asked me some advice. I mean, I'm not
Put a one in the chat if you're unsure if Dill exists or not. Because I'll start.
or anything, am I? But you can tell I've taught myself certain things over the years. Have you noticed, though, the one thing you need to notice, Dill, is, you know, when I speed up my legs move as fast as my hips move as fast as my shoulders.
When you speed up your legs,
My hand is the only thing that is actually faster than all of them.
Danny, I come on here for a laugh tonight, man. How are, mate? How are?
And that's because of that drag. That tiny 0.1 second of drag that I create. Because it's mad. It's hard to explain. It's like I said, it's like the end of a whip.
Taught himself
Just
what?
A little bit of drag so that when my body snaps into position, my arm's slightly behind, and then it comes through with more velocity than what it would have if I would have kept it in perfect line with my body. I learned that years ago just through hitting bags, the difference in power. Do you know what I mean? So that slight drag is what provides all.
When he says he used to hit the bag, I'm starting to think he meant smack you now.
All the force at the end of the punch. I mean, it will just still provide a lot of force, even if you just transfer at the same time as your body weight. But if you can get to the point where there's that slight drag before the punch is delivered, that extra fucking it's only about that much, you know, bro. But it speeds up that fast.
That much
that last
what?
Bit of space.
That much what?
It speeds up so fast, bro. It goes like double the speed in like that much, and you'll notice it when you get used to it. And you're like hitting a bag or whatever, you'll notice when you get that drag, you'll hit the bag and you'll hear it. You'll hear it and feel it through your hand. You're like, what the fuck was that? And then you'll know the feeling, innit?
You learned
himself. Work on getting that feeling. And when you get that feeling again, you'll be like, Jesus Christ, now I know what he means. Because you'll just feel it, bro, and you'll hear it. It'll be like a thud echo rather than like the sound of you hitting a bag. Nah. It'll be like you've made the rafters move or some shit, bro. I swear it's a totally different sound. It's a bit like, you know, when you hit a golf ball, 80% connection, but then you hit it with full compression. You know, the difference in the sound of the golf club. Difference, you know, like when you hear me hit a decent drive and it sounds pretty good. But then you hear me, it's a monster drive, and you can hear it, can't you? You can hear the connection off the club face, right? That is the difference. You hear it on the bag.
Danny's talking about, I think if you've just joined us, he's been showing how he feels about trolls through the form of some form, through the medium of some form of expressive dance, I think. All right, sure. What just happened?
But anyway, I hope that helps, though. That was for you. You asked me for it, so I gave it to you, bro. Come on. For me, Zortex, I'm going to be honest with you. I have never, ever learned defense because my defense is attack.
Your defense, I think, was that there was everything you did. To be fair, he's saying that I did find that offensive. It's not what he was going for, though, was it?
I've developed a lot of speed, right? And that is so that when I attack you, if I choose to or whatever, I don't want to. Like nowadays, I don't want to attack anyone.
This is from today. This is from this afternoon.
It will be that fast that it will be hard for you to see, let alone deal with. Because it's not just my hands that are that fast. People have seen me kick before. My feet, my knees, my elbows, everything moves that fast. I've developed these skills over years. Not that I'm saying I'm the hardest man in the world or anything like that, but for my size, I'm extremely fast. So it's hard. If I decide to just go back and just, you know what I mean? That's what I'm like. I'm very explosive. So 1 minute, I'll just be like normal. The next minute,
oh, you're massive now as well. I'd so
before you even know what's going on, really. But I've never been in a situation where I've had to defend. It's always been street fights and stuff, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's always been street fights and stuff. So it's just been quick, innit? You know what it's like on the street, quick and savage. The person who's the most savage and the fastest is probably going to win. So that's how it's been, do you know what I mean? I've never really been in, I've sparred with people. Yeah, where I've had to move and I've had to defend.
Does he mean he's been to the shop over the road with people? Is that what he means?
Boxing, right? I've sparred with quite a few people.
Has he sparred with anybody he hasn't taught?
Yeah, and I'm, move and defend.
Has he sparred with anybody who hasn't learned themselves?
And move, obviously. I've done it when I've been sparring.
Jesus Christ.
Primarily, I've never really been in a situation where I've had to learn it deeply. Does that make any sense? Even though I'd probably like to learn it, because obviously there is like, when I was younger, there wasn't really like, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and stuff like that. There wasn't really that stuff around, really.
There was, Danny, just you didn't know about it because you weren't watching UFC yet. But there definitely was.
I was younger. It was just all striking. Think of my age, innit?
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu wasn't around when Danny... Now, I believe if you had said it wasn't around when Tony was at school, I'd have believed that.
We have all this stuff. I never even
you
heard
of it when
I first heard. I don't know, maybe age 30. I mean, I heard about this stuff for the first ever time. When I was young, it wasn't even about, bro. We didn't have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and fucking judo and all that stuff.
Who's we?
And really, it wasn't even about, bro. We didn't have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and fucking judo and all that stuff around, really.
Fuck off, Danny. I started doing judo in 1985. Danny, listen to that again. 1985, I started doing judo. Are you on fucking glue?
It wasn't like that. So it's like, I would like to maybe learn though. I am thinking about maybe learning because it'd be new. It's just, you know what I'm like. I enjoy learning stuff. So getting twisted up by some geezer half my size, yeah, would be a learning curve, wouldn't it?
He thinks martial arts came around 2007.
I learned myself Muay Thai, bro. First thing I learned.
Oh,
well, no,
Christ
kickboxing.
Almighty. I learned myself Muay Thai, bro. learn yourself Muay Thai. So you taught yourself a martial art. I can't comprehend this. So you taught yourself a martial art that obviously you don't know, because you don't know the martial art. That's why I learned it. I mean, I didn't know judo when I started. I still don't know everything judo now. But so you taught yourself a martial art that you don't know, with no opponent. I mean, does he mean on Street Fighter? I'm really struggling here to see. Gives a minute. I need a minute. I legit need a minute. Fucking what?
First, but I didn't spend too much time on it because it was boring once I found Muay Thai. Once I found Muay Thai, bro, that's what I learned. That's where the elbows and the knees come from. That's why, if you notice, have you noticed when I stand on the spot and put my knee in the air and I can hold that position for as long as I want? Where do you think that comes from?
Well, I give in.
I mean, that comes from the Muay Thai training, bro. When I first started learning combats when I was younger. Oh yeah, it's very good, bro. People do not understand.
What do you mean when you were younger?
What do
you mean when you were younger? You just told me that that judo and Brazilian jiu-jitsu and stuff like that wasn't around. So you taught yourself Muay Thai when you were younger. Now, Danny's only 2 years younger than me, or a year and a half younger than me, right? And I grew up without the internet. So was he teaching himself this from a book? I suppose Ricky Killeen's got a book on how to do a jailhouse workout. And that's just pictures of him. I bet you haven't going to hit anybody when you're doing a workout. Oh, I'm fully lodged, me, like I'm going to the toilet.
I mean, you can throw it like that, you know, but it makes it more of a blade if you throw it like that. Do you know what I mean? With your hand open. I'm not joking. It's like a blade, bro. Do you know what I mean? People don't understand. Knees as well, bro. They're fucking deadly as fuck. If you know how to throw them, they're deadly as fuck, bro. Do you know what I mean? But people don't understand. Like when people throw a knee, they just lift the leg in the air. Nah. If you can learn how to propel your foot off the floor, that's what it is with knees, you know, bro. You push your foot off the floor as fast as you can with as much power from the floor as you can. And that's what provides the power through the knee, also through the hip as well. So you're getting, it's different to a punch, you know. You can create so much more force if you know how to do it. Because obviously when you throw an uppercut, yeah, the hip moves similar for a knee to when you throw an uppercut. Similar, yeah. But with the uppercut, you've got nothing to push off apart from your feet. Yeah, but that force has to travel so far up your body, right? Yeah, even though you're accentuating it with your hip movements and stuff, it makes no difference. When that force is direct through your calf, straight to your kneecap, and you push off the floor really hard, and also use your hip flexors to bring your knee up really fast. Oh, it's disgusting, bro. I swear to God, it's fucking horrible. I would hate to get kneed like that. I swear to God, bro, I need some bags, mate. And like when I learned this technique, yeah, and I did it for the first time, the power that went through that, mate, was unreal. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, I don't never want one of them. Do you know what I mean? I'm not joking with you, but I'll break your ribs that. Just so powerful. Oh yeah, bro, uppercuts, any punch. What people don't realize about fighting, right, is if you're very realistic about it, like I could go, this is fantasy, but this is just to give you an example of how fighting actually is realistically. But then you've got the probability of would this happen. The probability of this happening is probably 5% out of 100. There's
So,
95%
hold on a second.
probability that this
I've
is
had to get myself some chocolate bean, some Fanta to fucking calm me nerves. So hold on a second, right? So you're going to teach yourself a martial art, right? Before the internet, right? From a book, no opponent, nothing to practice on, no equipment, like bags, no like that. So therefore, the first time, no sparring or nothing like that. So therefore, the first time that you come to do this on another human being is for real, is in a real life situation. And we're expected to believe you that it just worked, did it? Danny, I've got pals, right? I've one of my good friends who owns a fighting gym. He's been on my old podcast before, right? And they spend hours in the gym drilling stuff on each other. Hours. This is right. I'm surprised. After normally when he talks about fighting, I just switch off. Believe it or not, right? It's not really a subject I'm that interested in. But and it's a subject. If you said to us, "Oh, do you know much about fighting?" I'd go, "No." But it turns out to be another subject that Danny classes himself and is an expert on, that I'm fully convinced I know at least 10 times more than him about. And it's something I'm not interested in. How then?
He's going to knock me clean the fuck out. But I'm just going to give you a probability here, right? I've never been in the octagon before. If say if I decide to go in UFC, right? Yes, my first ever
if
fight,
I decide to go in the UFC, Danny, I'm going to be honest with you, right, mate? It's not your fucking choice if you're going to UFC, right? You right? I don't care. I don't care how many videos you've shouted you're a Viking on, right? Dana White, he wouldn't even laugh at you. You wouldn't even get to ask him. Are you on fucking glue?
It's about my body weight. So I've got Sean Strickland, yeah? 95% of the time, that man's going to deal with me in one way or another, yeah? But believe me, I only have to hit him once in the right spot and he's done. And Francis Ngannou, I only have to hit him in the right spot and clean and he's done. You can Brock Lesnar, I only have to hit him in the right spot, clean and he's done. That counts for me as well, by the way. Because every human, right,
he's got to be taking
that
the
spot.
Piss. He's got to be now.
Wherever it may be. It's not in exactly the same spot every time, but it's around this area.
Yeah, he thinks UFC is a martial art.
It's around this area. There's a nerve. People's nerves connect differently. But if you catch them clean, bro, they're going to sleep. Seriously. That's why when you uppercut somebody, right, that bit right underneath will take an uppercut. Slightly to the side or slightly to the side. No, it won't. It'll knock you out because it's going to compress that nerve. That's what it is. And everybody's got it. Every human on this planet is the same. Oh, no, Dill. The heavy bags, you've got to get your shins used to kicking before you start smashing them, bro.
Did you see that in Kickboxer?
Nah, Philip, I'm being honest with you, bro. Not like I said to you, me being realistic, I'm never going to be able to beat Francis Ngannou. I'm not saying I can beat Francis Ngannou, but if Francis Ngannou was in this front room with me now and he was having this conversation and I said to him, right, Francis, because I've got a hell of a whack on me. So if I said, and he knew me, yeah, and so
Danny's just like, yeah, Frankie, wouldn't I jaw you?
He knew how much power I could generate, and I said to him, Francis, do you know if I hit you in the perfect spot on your chin with the right up, as hard as I could hit you. Could I knock you out? He'd laugh in his African voice and he'd go, oh, yes, Daddy, you could. Do you know what I mean? 100%. Because it's sort of not, listen, it's biology, mate. It's fucking biology. You've got to have a hard enough punch to do it, which I have, bro, trust me. It's not like you have to have a Mike Tyson punch. You do not. You would be surprised, right? I mean, some people have weaker jaw structure and bone structure than others.
The only thing in my entire life I can compare this to, right, this kind of crack to, right, is when I was 7 and I seen Karate Kid 1 and I thought I could do karate playing with my pals on the street afterwards. That's the only thing I can compare this to.
Yes, they do. Some people have very good bone structure, right, where they can take more of a whack than other people. But even those people, if they get hit in exactly the right place, they go and sleep. Now, I'm not saying I know exactly where.
That's exactly why Danny would never train properly. Because in order for him to get better, well, not better at the things, not better, in order for him to learn the thing, he can't get better at them because he doesn't know what they are. In order for him to learn them, he would have to admit that he's soft as shit. And even if he, I mean, I've seen it happen myself, even if he's not willing to say it out loud, they'll show him.
In the right place to put them to sleep. Because everybody's a little bit different. We're all a little bit different. And it's only a tiny little area that you've got to catch. So it's like some fighters can go the whole career and never get put to sleep. Well, that's because they've never been caught correctly. They've never been caught in that spot, in that perfect spot to put them to sleep. But every human has that spot. Doesn't matter how hard you are. Truthfully. And everybody has it. All humans are capable of being knocked out. No, I'm not saying I have a punch.
My pal who runs a fighting gym in town, right? His daughter, I think his daughter will be 18, 19 now. Should murder Danny.
Harder than heavyweight UFC fighters. That's not what I'm saying, is it? I'm not saying that. I mean, I may have a punch harder than some of them, but I'm not saying that. Some of them are wrestlers, mate. They don't even punch. So maybe, yeah. But I'm not saying that. What I'm saying to you is that these heavyweights that have come against Francis Ngannou have never caught him in the perfect spot. We've seen him get caught in the boxing ring, though, haven't we? We have, though, right? We've seen him get caught in the boxing ring, right? That's what I'm saying to you. Everybody has a spot.
To be fair, right, if you have been dropped on your head a few times when you were younger, it would explain your previous choices of some of your relationships, to be fair, Kelsey.
Just have to be caught at the right time.
Maybe it's not your
In the
fault.
right spot. Everybody has it, bro. We're all human. Doesn't matter how hard you are. You can't change being human. Do you know what I mean? You can be the hardest man on the planet. You're still human. It's like me. I'm not naive enough to know. Like, I have never been knocked out in a fight, ever. Right? Yeah. But that doesn't mean that I can't be knocked out in a fight. It's just nobody's actually caught me in the right spot. Not saying I've never been hit before, because I have. I've had loads of fucking fights, and I've had my face busted and everything in fights, because I've had some crazy ones, right? But at the end of the day, I've just never been knocked out. But I've knocked myself out. Tony watched it. So I've never been knocked out, and I've had some right blows to my face, but I've knocked myself out just through playing darts, because I hit myself in the right spot, straight on the top of my fucking head. Softest part of my skull, I must have hit. Philip, it's different. It makes no difference, bro. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying to you. You don't understand biology. Everybody has that spot, and it doesn't take as much power as what you think. It doesn't take 999 on a punch machine to knock somebody the fuck out. It would probably take, well, punch machine is not accurate, but if I want to go on punch machine, I'd say about 800 would be enough to knock anybody out if you hit them perfectly. It's just the truth, mate. Doesn't take 999 to knock everybody out, bro. Are you
No,
mad?
999's what he'd
He's a
bring
fuck.
if he got knocked out, though, isn't it?
It just takes being caught in the right place at the right time. It's just how it is. I mean, you listen, you can sit there and think that people are Terminator all you want and think that they're not flesh and blood and they don't adhere to the biological laws of a human being. All right? You can choose to do that. But I know differently. Everybody is under the biological laws of a human being. The nervous system, the skeletal structure, we all adhere to the same things. Yes, some of us have tougher bone structure than others. I'm not denying that. Some of us have bigger muscles than others. But it makes no difference. Well, it does make a difference, but it doesn't stop the inevitable. And the inevitable is, if you get hit hard enough in the right place, you go to sleep. You have seen many people, probably through watching combat sports in your life, get hit with absolute bombs, bro, and they've got straight back up. You've seen people in your combat enjoyment of watching combat sports get hit with something that you think wouldn't even fucking what? That didn't even hit him, it didn't hit him that hard. And he's knocked the fuck out on the floor. How many times have you seen that? Be honest. How many times have you seen that? You've seen somebody take a stomach punch and they've just got straight back up. You've heard the fucking thing echo around the room, bruv. Yeah? And then you've seen somebody take a punch that you wouldn't even expect to knock somebody out, but he's knocked them clean out. How many times? Oh, yeah, Dill. I reckon even, like I said to you, I reckon even Ronda Rousey, bro, she's a woman and that. She's not as strong as me. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it makes no difference, bro. She's skilled in ways that I'm not.
Yeah.
So she got hold of me, bro. She twist me up. And you know me,
Don't
bro,
slag
I'm a
walk
realist.
off, whatever you do.
I don't believe in no bullshit fallacies and all that bullshit. I don't believe in it, do I? I'm a
You're,
realist.
you're
bro.
a bullshit fallacy.
Yeah, so if Ronda Rousey got hold of me, because she knows what she's doing, she'd probably twist me the fuck up. That's a woman, bro. I know the power of BJJ.
He's a fucking dial him, isn't he?
Fighters go up weights. There is a reason for weight.
Look, Danny. It's me and Ronda. Danny. Sorry.
Weight classes, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because there's only so yes, a lightweight will not be able to generate as much power as a heavyweight. Obviously. It's not just speed, is it? What did I say? Speed plus mass equals power.
Shout out, man, like Gary the Pickle.
Right? But the hardest boxer
Give him a sub.
was one of the lightest boxers.
He's got a 3-hour conversation with Kung Fu Kev that I'm yet to sit and watch it, actually. I'm going to clip some bits out for the shows during the week.
Right? Mike Tyson was 16 stone. Most of the boxers he fought were 19 stone. And his punch was way harder than any of them. Why was that? Because Mike had movement and he could transfer his body weight quite quick.
Danny, right? Danny. Danny, it's me, Mike Tyson. Danny, it's me, Mike Tyson. Danny, it's me, Mike Tyson. Sorry.
Obviously, you've seen him. My man could fucking transfer them hips quick, bro. For a fucking, because he was only 5'11", 16 stone, so a very muscular, compressed man. But he could transfer that body weight quick, bro. You've seen him on the bags, bro. You've seen him in the gym. You've seen how fast that hip transfer was of his. It was no joke. So why did he hit so hard if he wasn't the heaviest? Because he had both. He had mass plus speed equals power. Not one, not the other. Both is needed. If you get too big, you can't generate enough speed. That's why one of the lightest heavyweights was the hardest puncher. It's like Deontay Wilder. He's got a really big right hand, yeah? Why is that? He's got quite long levers, but he's not big, is he? Nah, he's built athletically. So he can transfer his hip fast. He can
Tell you who is big though, right, Danny? I tell you who is big, right? Danny, there's me, Tyson Fury. Danny. Sorry.
body weight quick through that one right hand. I mean, if he could do it with all his punches, he'd be deadly as fuck. He's tall, but he's not very heavy. So no, that's how you've got to understand it. You get to a too big and you can't transfer fast enough. So you lose power. You're still powerful because you're big. You're still going to have a lot of power because you're big. You know what I mean? But somebody who is a little bit smaller than you can transfer a lot faster, who's probably going to have more power. But yes, somebody who's too light wouldn't have the mass to create the power. So Manny Pacquiao, for instance, ain't never going to hit as hard as fucking Mike Tyson, for instance.
Or, I don't know, somebody like, Danny. It's me, Roberto Duran. Danny. Sorry.
Is it? Because Manny's just not big enough. He doesn't have the same mass as Mike. Even though Manny can transfer his body weight faster than Mike, yeah, obviously, Manny Pacquiao's fucking like a bullet. But he doesn't have quite enough mass to make that speed equal power or as much power. Does that make sense?
I'm going to pull the big guns out now. Are you ready for the big guns?
Too light.
Pull the big guns out now.
Yeah, would never be able to generate massive power if you had a scale. So you'd have too light, then you'd have perfect weight and perfect build.
Danny. That's me and Dean Lynch Ward. That's Dougie Joyce's cousin. Danny. It's me and Dean Lynch Ward.
For generating power. And then you'd go to too big, and then you wouldn't be able to generate as much. So the person in the middle would be generating the most power out of those three people. Trust me.
No idea, mate.
Oh, yeah, wondering. It's because he can he's got enough mass, though. He's got enough body weight. Wilder's about 16, 17 stone, right? And 6'5" or something. Yeah, so he's got enough mass. I think he's about 16 stone. He's enough. I don't think it was Mike Tyson, but he's taller. He's got long levers. You know what I mean, right? So, yeah, he can generate a lot of power. If he was fucking 20 stone, though, bro, he wouldn't be able to. He won't be able to move fast enough to generate it. That's what I've been trying to teach Dill today, isn't it? It's like I said, it's speed plus mass equals power, bro. That's just how it is. People can argue with me all they want about it, but at the end of the day, I know that's the way it works. I know. Like if I punch, like when I've been on the punching machine, I've punched about 60%, 70% of the speed that I punch with, and it's generated the power that you've seen. Yeah, if I punch with 100% speed, though, I'm going to generate more power because my body moves exactly the same way. If my body moved differently and it was out of sync and it wasn't in time, as I speed it up,
in time with what?
Then I'd probably lose power.
How can you be able to sync with your own fucking body?
A technique.
What are you talking about? You're talking about punching a stationary target, Danny?
Oh.
A stationary target, sorry. Right? That sole purpose is you put it in and you hit it as hard, you're meant to hit it as fast as you possibly can. To get the highest score you possibly can. So why would you put your money in it and not hit it as fast as you possibly can? It doesn't make any sense to then have to tell us that you could have hit it harder, but you chose not to. Just don't do it in the first place. Or hit it full force, or stop telling me fucking lies. Stop talking about a punch bag that you hit 9 months ago. You're 40 fucking 5, man.
But my body loses no technique as I speed up.
Danny. There's me and Corfrotch. Sorry.
More power. I mean, yes, I have a finite level of power that I can provide. I can't provide like no end of power. Do you know what I mean? But I have a finite amount, like everybody does. There's people in the world that can hit harder than me, obviously. But I can still, you know, go up to a certain speed. If I did it half the speed, I wouldn't generate as much power, even with the same technique. There's no way. Well, yeah, if you watch, obviously you watched earlier that I go from loose, everything's loose, right, as I'm moving, and then it's like tight, it's taut, it goes from loose, and then as the punch is thrown, it goes, everything stiffens up, but not until nearly the point of impact. Up until that point, everything's loose. The looser you are, the faster you can throw. Trust me on that one. That's one thing that it took me ages to get into James's head, to loosen his hips up. He was so
I was at
stiff on
both the
his hips,
Frotch and
man.
Groves fights. Brilliant.
I
It
mean,
was
just
they were
loosen
brilliant.
those hips up, man.
I think it's only 5 weeks or something till I go and see McGregor fight. When's McGregor fight? I've got the tickets on my phone. Hold on.
I've had loads of fights in my life.
No, loads, right. Some enough of them.
People who know how to throw a punch kind of transfer the way I'm talking about. Like anybody who really hits hard that was watching this, they'd be like,
Look at
"He's
that,
right."
Danny.
They'd
Look.
be like,
Your next event, look.
Like, "Danny's
Your
right,
next
he's saying
event.
I am correct in what I'm saying. For me, it's really,
Come on, you bastard.
yes, from when I was younger, and now I do hit very hard. But it's nowadays it's golf, isn't it? I know how far I hit the ball. I generate so much power, and don't forget my timing is not perfect, is it? So I'm hitting the ball that far with my timing not being perfect because it's not the same as punching. I would say I'm better at punching than I am with the golf swing timing. It's shorter, it's not as much movement, it's easier to learn. Golf is so much movement.
It's the event before that's at the White House.
Yeah. If my timing was as good as Rory McIlroy's, bro, I'm telling you, I could go into long drive. I reckon I could go into long drive, mate, if I had the timing of Rory. But I haven't. Think how far I hit the ball, and my timing is not perfect. There's no way. And think how far I hit it. It's all that body weight transfer, bro. It's everything that I do when I'm shadowboxing and stuff. I haven't had a fight for about 4 years, bro. All this stuff is from when I was younger, brother. I don't really think about fighting nowadays at all. I mean, if I go the rest of my life without having a fight, I'm fucking buzzing. Because, you know, I've had a mad youth, bro. So when you've been through loads of shit like I have, it's like, been there, bought the t-shirt. It's not big, it's not hard. You know what I mean? So for me,
Even that's a lie. What do you mean you've been there, bought the t-shirt? You've never bought a t-shirt anywhere you went? You've been there, somebody else went there, bought the t-shirt, 7 or 8 years later, they gave it to a charity shop. Tony went in, bought you the t-shirt, and you were never there in the first place. The t-shirt's fucking largeful.
I just want to go through the rest of my life and just chill, bro. I don't want to ever use these again.
No, I'm sure you can buy tickets for
I can get away with it.
I think that there'll be absolutely daft money, but I'm sure you can buy tickets for the event at the White House.
I don't like hurting people. I mean, so I don't want to.
Have a look. Events.
Yeah,
UFC Freedom 250, the White House of 15th
Chat
of June
goes, how the
next
chat
weekend.
goes. Dylan asked me to show him something, and then the conversation stayed from there. So I'm talking about this because obviously I've said this before. I do go with chat and I talk to chat. As you all know, I communicate well with you all, yeah? So if I flow with the conversation. Like I'm going off now, I'm going to eat some food. Then you might get one more live from me for an hour. And in that live, I want to talk about history, science and shit. So the next live that we do, I want to talk about history and science and stuff. I mean, we'll have a nice little debate.
You don't. I don't think you can buy. It doesn't look like you can buy them, to tell you the truth.
So we're back in about an hour, yeah. But I want you all when I come back. Let's talk.
No,
about
there's
history
none
and
for sale. I
science,
can
whatever you
see.
want to talk about.
Not even on this. Oh, wait a minute.
Intellectual conversation. Let's get an intellectual one going. Let's think outside the box. I'll
White
join
House,
in.
it says
You
so.
can all join in.
On via
Come
Google.
on. And I'll see you all in a bit. Peace out. What was your name?
Craig, have you seen all those celebrities that have been refused tickets? No, I haven't actually. You ordered fruit, have you? Seen the stuff I normally watch. Look, John Mayer's recording engineer next to Danny G. Not right, is it? Come on. What? It's still on half speed. Why is it playing on half speed? Did I get the thing up?
Over the hill we go. Give way, give way. Take it low. Watch it reach it, let's go. Let's go.
Right. I don't know if there's any more Danny to watch, but I don't want to go yet. There's 170 anyway. Whoa. They definitely wouldn't be letting Craig in the White House. They'd be like, Craig, he's got a caution for biting some bird. Craig, are you related to Spud, man? No, I'm not, no. Don't actually know anybody else with a mohawk. I went to school with somebody called Kev Ging. I think he's a taxi driver now. He hasn't got a mohawk. He's just a belt like Kev. Hello, pumpkin. Give him a dig. Hello. Hey, son. Hey, son.
That's my skin.
I'd put him down. Look at this. Look at the views. We're 1,000 views on the training video. That's the one that we've just watched. Murphy looks like a spat out bubblegum. He's dead, man. Singing. Morning, just a chat. We watched that this morning, didn't we? Golf, Kumon. Project Hail Mary, wow. I don't think I've seen any of this.
It's the Van Allen belt.
Let's have a think of this one.
Not even worth watching, mate. I'm being honest with you. You don't want to waste your time with that shit, mate. We've just sat for 2.5 hours of absolute pure bullshit, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody's telling me it's all amazing, it's all brilliant, it's the best thing since sliced bread and all that. Whatever, Trevor.
YouTube Premium is $11.99 a month. If you do it through your iPhone, it's $15.99. If you go on a computer and do it, it's $11.99. But you get YouTube Music. You can download the YouTube Music app, and you can delete Spotify. If you've got Spotify or Apple Music, you can delete that and use a YouTube Music app instead. So if you're using one of them and you delete one of the other for it, dip into the vault's hedge. I can't. No, not tonight. We'll just have a look at these. What's it called? Project Hail Mary. Wow.
Fucking film, mate.
Thank you for the.
Not even worth watching, mate. I'm being honest with you. You don't want to waste your time with that shit, mate. We've just sat for 2.5 hours of absolute pure bullshit, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody's telling me it's all amazing, it's all brilliant, it's the best thing since sliced bread and all that. Whatever, Trevor.
I don't know what happened to that.
Whatever, Trevor. That's all I'm going to say, man. 2.5 hours of my life that I'll never get back.
How do you think we feel, Danny, on a daily basis?
Well, now,
so as we watch this True Choice.
Yeah, that basically, right, I'm telling you, Clarky, I've watched it so you don't have to. I've watched it so you don't have to lose 2.5 hours of your fucking life watching an absolute bunch of wank. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling you now. Or basically, I could be lying. I'm fucking lying. What a film. Oh, mate, I swear to God, what a film. What a fucking film. That is brilliant. That is truly brilliant. Me and Tony have just watched that, yeah? It is absolutely nice, brilliant, bro. I'm not joking with you, Moose. I was joking. I was fucking about. It's fucking brilliant. Right, the first 40 minutes, I will say, right, this is exactly how it goes, right? It's all sciencey. It gets you into a story.
Oh, I like a
hours
sciencey film. What does sciencey mean?
long, right? So it gets you into a story, yeah? And you have to watch it to kind of understand what's going on, because you need to understand what's going on, right? And then he meets his friend. And all I'm going to say, right, is once he meets his friend, right, the movie turns into a whole nother movie, and it is fucking amazing. Me and Tony just sat there. I swear we've been laughing. It's an emotional roller coaster, mate. It really is. It's an emotional roller coaster. I'm not joking. Listen,
Danny. 20 minutes of your life, most 20-minute segments of your life are an emotional roller coaster, son.
Friends are rock, bro. And The Rock has more emotional.
You've become quite attached to The Rock over the years, even though you only see it once a year with your crackhead brother.
Depth than most Hollywood actors, and it's a rock, bro. And I'm not gassing with you. I'm not fucking about. Tony, what is that film like?
Tony, isn't The Rock brilliant?
Beautiful film. I'm telling you, it's the best film I've seen in a long time.
Tony, wasn't that Rock amazing?
There's no woke shit in it. There's no shit in it. There's no crap in it. It's a wicked story.
There's no woke shit in it, Danny. What do you mean there's no woke shit in it? Right? What did you say? So you're not going to put up with these people. Oh, I want to be a tree. Oh, I want to be a dog. Oh, I want to be a cat. He wanted to be a rock. Can I get more woke than that?
And it is brilliant. The actors are brilliant. I mean, my man deserves an Oscar for that. I'll tell you straight. It was that damn good. I didn't even expect it to be that good. Tony was falling asleep. At 40 minutes in, she was about to fall asleep. And I said to her, I nudged her and I went, Bab, you're going to fall asleep? She went, yeah. I went, Bab.
She's fucking exhausted, man. She's been at work all week. Can you imagine that? Bab, come on, Bab, wake up. I'm trying to watch a film about a fucking rock.
His friend, right? I could just tell. And she sat up. And as soon as that fucking rock comes into it, mate, as soon as the rock comes into it, I'm not joking, not the Rock the actor, a rock, bro. A rock, bro. But it is
a Ragnarok.
Mate, it's the best alien I've ever seen in my life. I swear, the alien in that, it's a rock, bro.
I'd love a friend like that.
I'd love a friend like that, mate. Yes, Nate. So, yeah, I'm not joking with you. That film is highly worth watching. Do you know what I mean? I'm not joking with you. And it's called Project Hail Mary. There is another film out that's like a B movie. We nearly put it on there with her. Yeah. I put it on. It was like something Hail Mary. No, it's not that. But it's got, what's his name?
You put the wrong fucking film on the fucking dodgy stick. You'll grass him up on a dodgy fire stick.
Right, Kelly. Oh, what's his name? Does anybody know his name? What's his fucking name?
Was it Kev King, who I went to school with?
What's his name? Hold on. What's his name? What's his fucking name? Ryan Gosling. So you'll know when you've got the right one on, because it's the Ryan Gosling film, yeah? There's another one that's called something similar, but it's not him. Yeah, and it's not the right film. It is amazing. Oi, Kel, I'm not joking. You need to watch Project Hail Mary. My wife has just been sat there. It is honestly a beautiful film.
You need to watch this film.
And you've all got to watch.
You need to watch this film. My wife has just been sat there. That was the end of that sentence. You need to watch this film. My wife has just been sat there. There's a quote for the poster. If you're watching this Universal Pictures, Danny G's wife was sat there. That'll pull them in at the Odeon, won't it? Jesus Christ almighty. He's mad, isn't he? My wife was sat there. Was she?
But you've got to get through the first 40 minutes.
Was she the Rock?
Right, it's story building the first 40 minutes. And it's introducing you to his character. It's 2.5 hours long. Do you know what I mean, right? But the other 1 hour, 50 minutes, I'm not joking. It's fucking amazing, man. Kel, listen, he has to go into space to do a certain thing. I don't want to put no spoilers out here, right? And he has to go into space to do a certain thing. He has to travel far from Earth. Far, 11 light years away, right? When he gets there, there's somebody else there, right? It's a rock. And I swear to God, man, I can't even explain to you how amazing This Rock is, man. Do you know what I mean? The friendship that it's amazing film. It's an amazing film. And there's no woke shit, there's no nasty, it's just an amazing sci-fi film. Yeah, that has a brilliant friendship development throughout the film. I swear to God. It's brilliant, Cal. It's fucking wicked. It's absolutely
What does
wicked.
he mean by it?
But I'm going to tell you
brilliant character development? Does that mean the Rock goes out to work and looks after the husband Rock, who just sits at home and smokes Star Dog?
the first 40 minutes is what, but don't fast forward it because you need all that information. You need to get to know the character. You need to understand what's going on. And a lot of the stuff in the first 40 minutes will explain kind of what's going on. Do you know what I mean? Right. But then it goes into the film. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling you, it's just amazing. It's fucking amazing. It's the best space film.
Either have they got crooked noses, loads of scars, or their hands are fucked up. Danny's hands are fine.
Since it's Interstellar. And it's as good as Interstellar.
Just the telltale signs of a scrapper. Not Danny, though.
It's as good as Interstellar, man. And anybody who's seen that...
Normally at least an arrest at some point in their life for some form of violent altercation with another bloke.
Film knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Not Daniel, though.
It's that good. It's a different type of film, but it's that good. Nah, I don't think it's on Netflix. I've got it on my Fire Stick. It's called Project Hail Mary. It's only been out for about 3 or 4 weeks, I think. So you might have...
I reckon Tony would shag. If there's any lads in the Birmingham area and they fancy a shag, I reckon Tony would shag you for your Netflix password at this point.
To find it, you'd have to type into Google on where you can get it. Oh yeah, Ruth, the film was fucking brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant, Ruth. It was fucking brilliant. Brilliant, in my opinion, absolutely brilliant. Oscar deserving. Motherfucker should get an Oscar for that. Literally, honestly, motherfucker should get an Oscar for that. Shouldn't he, Bob? Mm-hmm. The acting's amazing. Ryan Gosling, mate. I don't know.
I'm going for a wee.
Ryan Gosling, I've seen him in a few films, but I've never really looked at him as like an actor and that. But in this film, fucking hell, mate. Nobody else could have played it like him. Nobody else could have done that, could they, Bob? There's no other actor in the world could have done that part. You know, like when you get somebody who plays a part and nobody, you know, like Apex, the film. Do you know my man? You got fucking till the end of this song to get as far away from me as you possibly can, yeah? What's the matter? I thought you liked danger. Ah! You know that geezer, right? Nobody else could have played that part, right? Yeah? Same thing. You've not watched Apex yet? Fuck me, you should watch that as well. That's fucking really good. Apex is really good, isn't it, bud? Mad film, man. You can pay to watch it on YouTube, can you? That's mad. Oh, Tomato, it's not the science that's as good as Interstellar. It's the way that the science is cool. Yeah, it's new science. And it's something that I've never, it's definitely not something, well, I don't know if it's real in science because I've never heard of astrophages, bro. That's all I'm going to say to you, right? But it's more about alien biology and stuff, really. Mixed with trying to save the Earth for some reason, which I don't really want to spoil too much. So the science is not like Interstellar science, but I would just say that the journey of the film is as good as Interstellar for a space film. It's a different type of film, man. Totally different. It will have you laughing your tits off, and it will also have you like on the edge of your seat, like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, and then laughing your tits off. And then on the edge of your seat, like, what the fuck, what the fuck. Do you know what I mean? I'm not joking with you. I just thought I'd come on and tell you absolutely how beautiful that film is, how amazing that film is. It was a brilliant... I expected it to be good, right? Because everybody keeps raving to me about it, who's seen it, my brother included. Yeah. But I didn't think it'd be that good. Did you, Bob? Mm-hmm. I really didn't think it'd be that fucking good. Yeah, Tomato, if you like space films, anybody who likes space films, well, it's not just anybody who likes space films. If you like a genuinely really good story about two people, well, two beings that are the most opposite you could ever imagine, one's a rock, one's a human, working together to solve a problem, creating a wicked friendship along the way that will have you in stitches at some points, mate. Do you know what I mean, right? And also, like I said, have you on the edge of your seat at some points. Do you know what I mean, right? And like, it's mad because the story makes you feel emotion towards a rock. That's how good it is, Mush. That to me is some extreme filmmaking. The director of that needs a fucking gold Blue Peter badge. Yeah, because I'm telling you now, mate, it's like to make you feel emotion towards a rock, and it's a rock, bro, is something else. And I know you're all thinking, Danny, you've lost the plot. Nah. Tony, did you feel emotion towards that rock?
I love that rock.
She loves that rock. Did you hear that? I love that rock. I'm telling you, you see what I mean? That's the emotion that it inspired in Tony. Tony, did you feel emotion to that rock? I love that rock. I swear to God, man, I'm not joking with you. Gal, it was always amazing. It was fucking amazing. What an amazing film. Ryan Gosling as well. What an amazing actor. And when you've watched it, you'll realise what I'm saying. Nobody else could play that part. No one. No other actor could have played it like him. I'm wondering, I've just watched Project Hail Mary. It is one of the best films I've ever watched in my life. Science fiction films. It's up there with Interstellar. It's a different type of film, but it's up there with how good it is, like Interstellar. It's a totally different type of film. Like, it's an emotional roller coaster, though. It's an emotional roller coaster of a film. It's 2.5 hours long. First 40 minutes, it's world building, character building, information. Once you get past that and he meets his mate, that's when it's all a bit different. Oh, yeah, wondering, it's brand new. It's Ryan Gosling. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling you, bro. And he meets a geezer in space that happens to be a rock. And you're going to laugh now. I know you are, bro. But I'm telling you, that rock is one of the greatest characters I have ever seen in any film. And it's a rock, bro. Did Tony like it? Tony, what? Yeah. In a couple of sentences, what would you say about that film?
Well, it's really good.
That's one sentence. Another one.
Just really good.
Just really good. Just really good. As I just said twice. It's 2 sentences, isn't it? Just the same twice.
I love that rock, though.
No, I love that rock, though. I love it. She loves that rock, mate. Interstellar's good, yeah. But Interstellar's very science. It's very science-based, but it's very accurate, the science in Interstellar. Very, very accurate,
It was
bro.
very funny, though.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny as fun.
And a bit sad as well.
Yeah, funny, sad, happy, positive, negative. It's a roller coaster of emotions, that film, mate. It really is. When you've all watched it now, yeah, you'll come back to me next time I'm live and you'll tell me, you'll be like, Danny, that was sick. I'll be like, I told you. Fucking told you. Just get through the first 40 minutes until he meets his mate. All right? So, like, I think it's a decent film for the first 40 minutes, but it's quite sciencey and it's quite like explaining to you what the fuck's going on, right? But then obviously he meets his friend about 40 minutes in, roughly like that, something like that, 40, 50 minutes in, yeah. Just wait for him to meet his mate. Interstellar's a badass film. Oh, Darren, I don't watch Ryan Gosling myself. I've watched a few films with him in, but it's not like somebody I ever watch. But bro, I'm not joking. This performance from Ryan Gosling, yeah, is nobody else could have played it. I swear, he plays it perfectly. It's a perfect played role, bro. He deserves an Oscar for it. I'm not joking. He's just the perfect fit for it. You'll know what I mean if you watch the film. You'll understand. There is no, like, like The Witcher. Yeah. Like Henry Cavill. Nobody can replace Henry Cavill. Superman, Henry Cavill. Nobody can replace Henry Cavill. No, like that kind of shit. Aquaman, to be honest, Jason Momoa. Nobody else can replace Aquaman. Do you get what I'm saying? Iron Man. Nobody can replace fucking Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, right? Can't be done. Yeah? Same kind of thing in this film. Nobody could have replaced him. Yeah, certain actors suit certain films, yeah. You have a good idea. I could think about maybe doing that. Velo. Oh, it's 10 wondering. It's a 10. It's a 10-10. 10-10 masterpiece of a film, bro. I'm not joking. It's a fucking 10-10, that. That is a masterpiece of a film. To make, like, listen, I'm not joking with you. To make you feel emotion towards a rock, bro. That is some fucking filmmaking, that. Denzel's a tank, Kelly. Denzel makes some right fucking films. I mean, it's like Interstellar. You know Interstellar? Interstellar's a 10-10, yeah? It's a different type of film, but it's as good as Interstellar. I watched it on my Fire Stick. Like I said, it's 2.5 hours long. It's quite a long film, but it don't really feel like 2.5 hours when you're watching it. I'd say the first 40 minutes feels like 40 minutes, but after that, once he meets his mate and that, I think it's about 40 minutes. It's not long after that. Once he meets his mate and that, then it's kind of like, you're just that into it. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Kelly, I'm not joking with you. I swear, next time you come on the live and you watch that film, right, you will honestly say the same thing. I'll say, what did you think to the film when you go, Danny, I love that rock? I'm telling you. Roof, same thing. Project Hail Mary is called, Moose. Everybody who watches it, you'll love that rock. Mark my words, I'm telling you. I swear to God, watch. No, not really opinionated. I'll just ignore them. I've heard of it, Tomato, and I've seen it, but I've never watched it. But I might watch it now because I enjoyed watching him in this film. So I might watch him in Drive and see what he's saying. Because I did enjoy watching him in that film. I've got to be honest. The last film I watched him in, he was like an assassin dude. Can't remember what it's called. Yeah, it is opinionated. It is.
Just giving War H a shout. Let's
it.
get War H on, eh? War H.
Do you know, Kelly, there's a Man on Fire series now. I haven't watched it myself yet, but people are saying it's good. Like I said, it's not Denzel, it's another guy.
Love a bit of
People are saying it's good.
You still going on about how fucking much Tony wants
What I'm looking forward to
track
coming out
this
next,
rock?
and as mad as it sounds, because when I was a kid, I had all the figures and that when I was a little kid. Masters of the Universe, He-Man, man. I know it sounds mad, yeah, but I swear I'm looking forward to it, man. Because it's from my childhood, innit? Just text you back, that does, mate. And then Street Fighter. Oh, opinionated. Listen. Left wing, right wing, it's all bullshit, bruv. People have different opinions. They're like arseholes. We all have one, right? You have a difference of opinion, and it's like you're a right wing or you're like, fuck off. I don't belong to a bird. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not part of a bird's anatomy. So stop making me part of a bird's anatomy.
Come on, War
I'm
H.
not the right or the left wing. I'm a fucking human. And I don't fly. I'm not a plane. I'm not a bird.
Not the first time I've heard that today.
I'm a dude. So no, I just may have a difference of opinion to you. and you may have a difference of opinion to me. That does not mean that we are in the sky and in the clouds.
You've
with
just
the
been
fairy
bumming,
wings
Craig. It's
and
written
that.
all over your face.
All right? That's what I
No.
think of it, opinionated.
But what we did do tonight was, right, it's quite often, yes, joking, it's live. Quite often what we do is I set live, and then I'll set live up for, say, I don't know, 10 o'clock. I'll be like, right, it's 9 o'clock, we should have sex now. And then by 10 o'clock, we should be finished. And lives end up getting put back. So tonight, we just had a little cuddle, we'll see. And then I set live up. After this, I feel great. No wonder Danny giggles when he talks about this stuff. WRH.
I'll go straight down the middle. Well, you got a wing on its back. That's a fast bird. Yes, Stuart. Listen, some people, right? It was a great analogy, wasn't it? Just come off the top of my head, that one. Some people, right, have weird opinions to a normal person, right? But to them, we have weird opinions. You have, in my opinion, you have normal people and people who are not quite normal. From my estimation. But I suppose from their estimation, they think I'm not quite normal. Well, whatever. It takes all sorts. Would I mix with people who believe that you can be a tree or a bird or a cat or a dog? No, I wouldn't, man. Because it's nonsensical to me. I'll say it's nonsensical, but you don't have to be right or left wing. You're just a nonsensical, crazy person. You get me? That's the way it is. You don't have to put them in categories and then stand on each side of a street shouting at each other. You can just agree to disagree. I think you're a weirdo. I think you're a weirdo. Okay, we don't need to talk to each other. You stay over there, I'll stay over there. I'll do my thing, you do your thing, enjoy your life.
Says this mic stand needs some stimulant medication.
Oi.
Nah, will it fuck? There's no point, like I just said, there's no point standing opposite each other, shouting fucking what you believe and what you believe and what you believe.
WRH.
Let me hoodie.
I do why.
That is how listen, I'm going to tell you something now, right? I've explained this before, but not for a long time. So listen, open your ears, right? Take some information, right? You can do with it as you will. And again, opinions are like arseholes. We all have one. But this is my opinion, and it is backed with some knowledge. Okay? But I'm not going to say I'm totally right. I can't prove this. But I'm going to give you my take on the way society is controlled.
So it's not knowledge, it's opinion.
All right?
Oi.
So open your ears, listen, take the information on board, and then decide with your own brain and your own heart whether you believe what I'm saying is correct or whether you believe what I'm saying is wrong. And it's fine if you think it's wrong, and it's fine if you think it's correct. You're allowed your opinion.
Right, I'm gonna come in early.
Listen.
I'm gonna come in early doors and say
Religion.
I'm gonna come in early doors and say he's wrong.
I'm going to say he's full of shit and I hate him.
Aye.
And I'm probably going to hate him a bit more at the end or whatever it is he's got to say.
Colour of skin.
Yeah, I hate him.
Rainbow flags. You know what all this is? So many more. Consumerism, materialism, rich, poor, middle class. There's so many. I could keep listing them off.
Hold on a second. I need to
Do you know what that is?
My headphone needs to stop working.
You didn't miss much.
No, but I need to make sure I've heard everything. So I want to say, yeah, I think he's full of shit. I can. It's based on knowing everything that he said.
What I'm saying is correct, or whether you believe what I'm saying is wrong. And it's fine if you think it's wrong, and it's fine if you think it's correct. You're allowed your opinion, right? Listen. Religion.
Mm-hmm.
Colour of skin. Rainbow flags.
This is just a list of stuff. This is a shopping list.
You know what all this is? So many more. Consumerism, materialism.
Colour of skin is materialism.
Just wait until he finishes his list. We've got to hear him out.
No, hold on. What did he say?
You know what all this is? So many more. Consumerism, materialism,
How is colour of skin either of those two things?
He's not. He's just continuing the list.
rich,
Oh.
poor, middle class. There's so many. I could keep listing them off. Do you know what that is? That is an old school Roman tactic. Romans used to go into a province.
Did the Romans use rainbow flags, did they?
I don't think they had Tic Tacs either.
Where's this going?
Fight an army, kick the shit out of them, right? And then assimilate some of their young lads into the Roman legions. They would divide them rather than taking them in one chunk. Because if they tried to take the whole country in one chunk and these people wasn't thick, then they would have kicked the Romans clean out.
I'm really
But no,
confused.
the Romans did them piecemeal, mate, and turned them slowly against each other. Same tactic is used today. You hate somebody because of their religion. Now, in all religions,
I don't hate anybody.
there
for
is
their religion.
nonsense.
I don't hate anybody because of our religion either.
Crazy shit.
Maybe Danny, but that's not. I'd hate him, but it's not because
It's
of
nothing to do
religion.
with it. I quite like the Vikings. He's just shit.
Okay? Every religion that is here today in the last 2,000 years has committed atrocities in the name of the Lord.
The only difference between a cult and a religion is the leader of a religion's dead.
Yeah.
Or Allah or whoever. You fucking
Danny Robinson.
Zeus. How many is that? Odin. How many deaths in the name of these gods has there been? Loads, right? So every religion has caused atrocities.
I've never
right?
heard anybody kill anybody.
Now,
in the
you
name
can
of Zeus.
choose to believe in whatever you want to believe in. That should not affect your neighbour, but it does. And the government know this. So because they
Well,
know
his church
this,
is now
they put
religion
on the
because he's
news
dead, isn't he?
stuff to stir hatred from one religion to another religion.
What's
then we
your
come
neighbour
down to
got to
colour
do
of
with it?
skin. Ridiculous, that is really, isn't it? Because if you think about it, if I go and live in fucking Spain, in Tenerife right now, give me a year, I'll look Spanish, mate. I won't even look British no more. I'll be
No,
that
you
fucking
won't.
brown. Why?
Will you? All right.
Because my skin's changed colour. Why? To deal with the fucking sunlight that I'm living in. That's what skin colour your ethnic origins come from, where your family originate from.
That's not how melanin
Because they
works.
have to originate. If you originate from a place in the world where there's bare sun, you've got more dark pigment in your skin to deal with the fucking sun. If you originate more in a northern part of the world where it's colder and there's not much sun, you're paler in skin ancestrally. That's all it is. But you cut the skin off though. Yeah, you get fucking 10 geezers of all different colours, all 6 foot, all about the same size, cut the skin off all of them,
What?
line them up, and then try and tell the difference, mate.
Sounds violent.
You wouldn't be able to. Why? Because we're all fucking human. The class system, they keep that shit going. Upper class, middle class, lower class. Upper class, snub nosing, lower class.
You're saying that right, but if they find a decomposed body that's decomposed to the point where they don't know what skin colour it was, they can tell whereabouts in the world it came from via the bone structure and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know.
So he's talking utter shit. So what he's saying doesn't actually stand up.
I don't understand his logic.
I mean, I couldn't tell you where. If you skinned 6 humans and put them in front of me, I'd be like, "Well, fucking, what's your crack?" I wouldn't go, "Oh, I reckon he was white."
But you haven't learned yourself how to do it.
That's right. I mean, I couldn't tell you which one's which, but we're not all the same in that sense.
Danny Kane.
Is Jacobus in the chat? Is he?
Yeah, I've just seen his
Hello,
name.
Jacob.
Not wanting to help lower class.
This thing about if white people move to somewhere where it's hot, then their skin will change colour is bollocks as well. I know that sounds like a really obvious thing to come out with.
Didn't we all come from Africa originally?
No, but
and the further away from the sun we've moved, the whiter we became over time. Is that not right?
If he moves to Spain, he's going to become Latino.
What?
And if he moves to the Med, he's going to become olive skinned. No, he's white as fuck, and he's going to stay white as fuck.
Danny probably thinks if he moved to Brooklyn, he'd become black.
Class, lower class hating upper class, middle class in the middle.
I don't hate anybody except
Divide and
there's
conquer.
about 3 people.
That is how it's done. It's been done for the whole of time. Divide and fucking conquer. Right now, every British citizen in this country, right, could make a change if we could all stand shoulder to shoulder.
I don't want to stand. I want to touch you, like.
Within violence, just stand there and give our voice. Every religion, every colour of skin, but British. Because you have to understand, on these British Isles, there is every religion and every colour of skin that happens.
I don't. Right, okay. Now, I'm not saying that we couldn't do that, but I don't want to make a change about anything. I'm very happy.
What would standing there in a line achieve anyway?
Well, we're going to. I don't know. We're going to make a change. They're going to make a change for once in my life.
Singing Michael Jackson songs,
We're
standing
not.
shoulder to shoulder.
Gonna see real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it.
You get a copyright strike singing like that.
And
Come on, son.
My baby went to
Be
go.
British. We can't do that, though.
We
We can't do that. We all stand in groups. While we're in groups, they're fucking sat there in the background going, we've got him again. We've got him again. You don't understand. Why don't I get involved in...
Shit, what we're going to do about this meat wall that Danny's assembled?
But what's it for?
I don't know. It's like we're going to make a change. It's like, right, Danny's like, right, get all the immigrants out. It's like, wait, we can't get past your wall of every British citizen.
Is it like a
together.
stop oil protest or something? I don't know what's going on.
all of these riots and stuff.
I'd be fucking foaming me. I bet if that happened, right, 3 weeks later, I'd be sat there going, I'm fucking stood shoulder to shoulder with that scruffy cunt. Still haven't got any fucking Toblerone.
What happens when there's like
Because,
a
like
river?
I've
or
said,
something?
you went to the wrong place.
What happens if there's
You've
a
gone
river
to
or
fucking
something?
London. A million of them.
Float.
Yeah. Where there's
Steep
cameras
float.
everywhere, a massive police force. They can control what's going on, and then they can bring new laws in afterwards to
Yeah, Danny. Oh.
stop you gathering in big fucking groups,
Well,
right?
there probably is a law that stops 7 million people from gathering together.
Yeah, they're like public order laws and stuff.
It would have been different if you would have been on the doorstep. Very different.
You need a big doorstep.
Their doorstep as well. They're almost, I don't know who they are, but they almost live in the same house to the...
This is why I don't get involved in this nonsensical bullshit. Once something with sense comes around, where it's
Danny, right, you're in no position to be talking about nonsensical bullshit when a couple of hundred have just sat here and watched you throw what you described as a right hook, right?
everybody.
That's a good point.
that is
Bonnie Blue had a
British
human
is
chain of
having a
over
voice,
1,000 people.
and everybody is
Done
having
nothing.
friendly discourse,
Of
which
course,
is
Helen.
leading to change. Then maybe I may join in said discourse.
Danny's had more endings to his social media career than Bonnie Blue's had.
with every ethnic fucking person within this country, of every ethnic group and every religion, and we're all sat in a fucking room going, right, this is the problems. Nothing to do with, oh, I'm white, oh, you're black, oh, I'm Christian, oh, you're Muslim, we can't talk. No. Religion doesn't even get mentioned, and neither does colour of skin. Doesn't even get mentioned in this fucking meeting. This is about the problems with society. That all us British citizens want.
Colour of skin doesn't get mentioned anyway in my life.
Where we're holding this meeting?
And right, and religion only gets discussed, right? If for some reason we're talking about religion,
Yeah.
we don't just like sit down and go, Christian, are you? Christian.
Mixed. When that happens, then maybe I will partake. But until that happens, I won't. Because nothing will change.
But I don't want anything to change.
You lot are duped
The weather might
by
be
the fucking
positive.
news, by whatever they want you to believe. You're duped. It's so easy to do you all over. It really is.
I'm not surprised with a fucking naughty old right hook on him. You seen it?
I can't remember the
It's
last
like,
time I
we will
seen,
tell you
heard,
one thing,
read, listened to
and
a
we will do
single word
another,
out of a
and we will
politician's
tell you
mouth.
one
There's
thing, and we
nobody
will do
having me
another.
over.
We will tell you one thing and we will do another. We will tell you one thing. And even if you find out, it doesn't make no difference, because as soon as you find out, we'll bring something else out to look over there. So that what you've just found out gets palmed off into the fucking mist.
Kelsey's
Never
right.
gets spoken.
What's that?
The Decamorph's completely inciting riots.
Aye.
He'll be jailed by the end of the month if he continues.
about again.
Oh, yeah, I tell you that.
And if you start talking about it too much,
Did you
then
say
we'll
it?
start
Congratulations to Robbie Brown.
arresting you.
Has he won?
Because you're not allowed to talk about this. Look over
On points.
Go on.
here. Don't look there. It's like a magic trick. illusionists, mate. That's what they are. Look here, don't look
Didn't
there.
see that coming.
I've got an ace in my hand.
Wasn't
No,
there?
look at the queen. I'm telling you, mate. And you lot don't believe it. You lot think I'm mad. I'm not mad. I see the world for what it is. I'm not woke. I'm awake. There's a fucking difference. Why won't I vote?
Yes, you
I
have.
won't vote.
Yes, you
Because
have.
there's nobody to fucking vote for.
What jumpers?
Do you think all these parties,
I
right,
haven't got one then. Didn't have them in my
do not
space.
drink in the same club? They do not all go to the same club. They do not all heal to the same master. Do you really believe that, though?
I don't know who or what you're talking about now, Danny. You're saying that there'll be no change, but I don't know what you want the change to be. You keep talking about they, but I don't know who them are. You want
The entire country, the meeting.
entire country to have one giant meeting where we just stand shoulder to shoulder and for this change, but I still don't know what the change is. And I think if you're gonna try and get this many people on board, it's a good job.
Need some bullet points.
It's a good job he doesn't have Hitler's intelligence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think reform,
Donald
right,
Hitler.
is a separate entity to all the other parties? And no, of course it's not. You lot are just being duped again. You've lost faith in Conservative. You've lost faith in Labour. You've never had faith.
I never had faith in anybody, or never had the opposite. It doesn't affect me.
In Lib Dem. The Green Party have never made no strides. So do you know the people at
Danny was upset when the Green Party didn't give an E-Star Dog.
I remember when I was a kid and there was a Monster Raven Looney Party, and I feel like he would have been an excellent candidate.
Woo.
the top that have the puppet strings like that, the people that you don't even know their name and neither do I, they have made a new party because they need you to vote so they can keep the semblance of democracy alive, the fallacy of democracy. That is what it's for. Because you've lost faith in all the other parties. They need you to have faith in their system.
What? Why would I have lost faith in them? I'm fine.
They need you in their system.
It's all right living here, right? If you get sick and go to a doctor's, doesn't cost you anything.
They don't want you thinking outside the box, outside the system. No, you've got to be within it or you're fucked, bruh.
If you're not very well, they give you money. It's cushy living here, Danny. You don't know how lucky you are.
Now, you might think I'm crazy. That's your choice, but I'm not. The illusion of choice. Exactly, my brother.
Yes,
the
like
illusion.
he
And
did
it is an
to jail for
illusion.
pretty much the same rants. He just said a couple of extra things in there. Can't remember
Well,
what the way
what I
but they
might
were
do,
bad.
what I might do is right tomorrow when I ring the police about his fire stick, I might mention this video as well.
I agree with that.
I'm
Billy.
gonna go fucking crazy.
I know, Clarky.
What's changed in Danny's life by the government that he's upset about?
I reckon he's maybe had a review of his sick pay and he's now got to start signing on and he's pissed off and that's why he's decided he needs to get a job.
Right, but I don't...
Maybe the trolls have grasped him the DWP for his self-workout videos and out playing golf.
Yeah, I seen him saying he could fold Francis Ngannou.
He did.
I saw a few 6 foot beavers.
If you go at the start of this, Tommy, with I've slow motion some of his. In fact, as a boxer, can you give us some? Can you give away your feedback at some point on his on the punches he's thrown? We'll put them in slow motion so you can see them properly. And I don't know what he's doing or what he's meant to be doing.
I've just remembered what Decker said.
When I was last on my spaceship. Let's not talk about that. That's classified information. I didn't let it spill, did I? There is 6 foot beavers.
No, you know, when you're married to one, well, 5'2" beaver.
In the Zeta reticuli system.
Although, I mean, I'm no animal expert and I can't tell the difference between a rat and a beaver, but there's not much, is there?
In the Zeta reticulitis, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Which I've been to in my TARDIS.
What? He's off his tits, isn't he?
Flop. Should have said that. One of them's named Clark, one of them's named Andy, the other one's named Steve. I've only met 3 of the race. We got stoned. It was fun. They spoke a weird language, but I figured it out. Some Danny G, 170 IQ, higher than Einstein's, 176 actually.
I hate him.
Come on. That's why I got sent on all these secret missions all over the universe. I am first contact with every alien race.
I hope not.
Why do you think I keep telling you that aliens ain't been here? Because they haven't. I've been there.
Cushy.
Why do you think I know so much stuff? I've been taught it by all the alien races, including the 6-foot beavers that I have encountered
That
on my
explains a
travels
lot.
around the cosmos.
He knows
in my
nothing
TARDIS.
about everything because everything he was taught was by people
Why do I
who
have a
aren't
TARDIS?
from this
Why do-
planet.
Do they trust me with a TARDIS? Because I'm alien. Not really human. Been alive for 17,067 years.
Aye. Well, you look older.
Why do you think I grow a beard long?
Because you can't be asked to shave because you don't really look after yourself in any way, shape, or form.
I dye my hair grey. Have you noticed I fucking...
Just so you match your beard.
I have to dye this grey. I have to dye this white. So I appear like I'm aging. If you actually look at my face and look at me from 5 years ago, I haven't aged.
No, you definitely have, Danny.
I grow the beard long and make it all straggly with grey and all that in it. So I look
I
old.
just didn't. So did you put the crumbs and that in it on purpose, do you? Dip your thumbs in yellow food dye. Fuck off, Daniel, will you?
How long's he had that t-shirt
Otherwise
on
you
now?
would realise
6 weeks.
that I ain't aging much.
I think he changes his t-shirt every World Cup.
How are the viewers going up?
I need to shut up. The FBI, the CIA,
Something must have just finished on the telly.
and the DIA will be after me. Fuck it, it'll be disclosed sooner or later anyway.
Aye, sounds good, aye.
Why has he got the...
Hold on a second. I want to know more about the Romans and Pride rainbow flags.
The mic stands chopping itself.
See you later, Cal.
Kelly's off to
Did you like that,
Scrogabine.
Ruth? Project Viking 1927. You know.
That's the year Tony was born.
Dimensions, the lot, mate. Quantum physics. Quantum realm. It's all going on up there in the astral fucking project.
Up there in that astro tray.
Project Viking 1927, Ruth. Told everybody Google it. You'll find out who I really am and where I really come from. And why I'm so fucking pretty.
You mean the story that he was raised by prostitutes isn't true?
He never lived in cardboard
Why
box.
I'm so fucking pretty around it. So you would believe that basically it's just an ice wall. Yeah? To the sun, but they're not. The gas planets are usually giants. And, you know, we could get into conversations about super calderas, ancient catastrophes, ice shelves,
Ancient catastrophes is a terrible nickname for your wife.
ice movement. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. Jet stream, Gulf Stream. Ancient technologies, modern technologies that are fucking up the fucking world. Wars, ancient battles.
Yeah, let's hear what Danny, who struggles to monetize a YouTube live properly after 7 years of doing them, thinks about technologies.
Fucking, I know a lot, man. What's my specialist subject? I don't really have a specialist subject, but I just know a lot about a lot.
No, you know, fuck
I
all
don't know.
about
Fuck all about everything.
No. I learn sometimes off my chat.
Jesus
Because like I was
Christ
talking about,
almighty, Danny. You learn sometimes off your chat. See? I suppose that's why he thinks Murphy's still alive.
that's something, and then
Rest in peace, Murphy, mate.
so I'll always say to my chat, I'll be like, yeah, I've been thinking about this, but I'm not really sure. Whenever I say that, it's because I'm not really sure. And then somebody will come in chat and they'll say, Danny, have you thought about this? And then I'll assimilate their information. It'll go into my brain. It's like a piece of a puzzle just been clicked into place. And then I get a way more of an
It's a
understanding about what I'm
GDP, like
talking
if
about.
somebody in the chat said it, it must be true.
Aye.
I've heard of the double slit experiment, yeah.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Your brother's called Robert Bell. No way. I know what the double slit experiment is, bro.
Friend of yours?
None of mine.
With that, it's all about how particles behave when you observe them to when you don't. Particles, yeah, the double slit experiment, right? If you fire particles through that slit and you're observing them, they will always go in a straight line. They will always go through the slits in perfect order, basically, right? If you've got a screen at the back, yeah, you'll see them hit the screen as they're supposed.
Yeah, but you've had clothes on.
What?
You've put pants on today, haven't you? Have you?
I've taken pants off.
Yes, you have.
To, right? Bro, if you fucking don't observe it, then it changes. It's like they know you're looking at them. I can't remember what it was done with.
Imagine what
particle was it
AI
done
Danny
with?
would be like.
Was it atoms? Yeah, a long time since I've looked into the double slit experiment, bro. Years, 10 years. Was it atoms? Was it? Or was it? What was it? No, it wasn't atoms, was it?
I like this better when he was talking about Tony's new emotional connection to a rock. Light.
Fucking my man fought. That little dude, pretty boy they call him, they.
Murphy. Pretty boy Murph.
Summit Shaw, is it?
Roy Shaw.
What's his fucking name, man?
Roy Castle.
Absolutely.
And Diamond.
Nutter of a dude, bro. I swear to God. Crazy guy he was, bro.
I think it is Roy Shaw he's talking about, you know.
What?
I think it is Roy Shaw he's talking
yeah.
about.
I'm putting him in, bro. I don't give a fuck. So what we got? We got Scott Adkins. I'm keeping him, bro, because I just know
Scott Atkins. Right.
the fact that geezer's like Bruce Lee in the modern day. I don't give a fucking shit. It's going to be quite quick. I might play The Last of Us Part 2, you know, while I'm waiting. Play a bit of golf. Be a few weeks. Yeah, that I'm just having a break off playing a game that I'm going to sit down and dedicate every stream to.
Right, guys, we're going to have an early-ish night and get ourselves to bed. We will be back tomorrow at some point. Definitely do a 10 o'clock show, and I'll get on probably tomorrow afternoon at some
Can't
point.
deal with any more him tonight.
No, I can't. I've done 5 hours a damn little day, but these tits aren't going to pay for themselves,
No,
are
they
they?
are not.
Danny's going to pay for them. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Don't forget, don't have nightmares. Danny doesn't leave the house.
Andy Whitby.
MC Stompede, am I saying?